Hi, it's Clint here from the Strategic Marketing Group. Now, I'm contacting you because I know that your businesses here, Rowley, Natural Funeral Company, Rest Haven, and Papatoe Funeral Cottage, you've all got vested interest in trying to grow your business, otherwise you wouldn't be spending money on the yellow pages here. Because I know these are quite expensive and you definitely want to get the best return you can possible from that investment. And you know, whatever investment that form takes, it could be pay-per-click advertising or Google AdWords, could be radio, could be newspaper, whatever it may be, you want to get the most money or you can as a return from your efforts there. But today we're going to be talking about 3 critical issues with your website that's costing you money. And I really hope this comes across as really valuable information for you. Make sure you write any questions down that you may have as we go through it. Now, I've been doing this for about 12 years, so I've got a lot to cover, and I'm trying to speak slowly and condense it down and just to 3 of the most critical elements. So let's jump into it. Now, the quick overview of issues that we see is that you have a brochure website and not a website that sells, and so the big difference between that is features versus benefits. A brochure website just says we do this, we do that, we do that, where a direct response website is really written with emotive copy because you've got people buy on emotion and then back it up with logic, and that's where you have the benefits, really well written benefits on your website. Because at the end of the day, people are coming to your website, you know, they see all these ads in here, they do research online, and they're going to be comparing all these businesses side by side, and only going to be contacting the ones that really where they feel that understands their needs, that have connected with them and given them the right kind of mechanism in order to contact them, and having that clear call to action to actually contact that business. Now, you're not capturing the names and emails of visitors as well. One of these websites has a capture form on it, but it's not in the type of done in the way that we actually do. We have a lot more strategy behind it because the vast majority of people that come to your website are actually in research mode, and unfortunately most websites are only catering to that very small percentage of people that are ready to buy right now. And when they're in research mode, you want to make that as easy as possible. And since most businesses neglect that, they really miss out on the lion's share. And I'll show you what that means to your business. And you don't get visitors' attention, and so you need to really connect with the conversation going on in their mind. That's when they feel like you really understand them and that you're building up, layering up that trust and credibility with certain elements that we talk about here, and that, you know, kind of tips the scales heavily in your favor. And as you look at these, you know, this is your current website, and we're going to be looking at the websites like a leaky bucket. You've got people coming in from your yellow pages or your AdWords or whatever advertising you got, and they're coming into the top of your sales funnel as such, or coming to your website. They're literally coming out again because you're only focusing on the, you know, you're focusing on the few that are ready to buy right now, and not really putting any systems in place to capture all those other visitors that are on your website. And so essentially you're leaking out lost customers and they're going to your competitors' buckets down there. So let's just jump over to Google and have a look for ourselves. So someone's going to jump on here and type funeral services Auckland and have a look and just see what type of, you know, websites there are. They're going to be clicking on a number of these websites right here. And for instance, if they're on your website, let's just make that bigger. The Natural Funeral Company, you know, it's a good thing. I'll point out some good things here. They've got their information up here, phone numbers up here, really easy to contact, and navigation. So, you know, there's a few good things going on in here. Because this is your above the fold. You've got about 3 seconds to capture someone's attention. What I would say is that font is really hard to read, and I would have a clear headline here, probably above that image, to get people engaged, because that's about capturing people's attention. The idea of having a headline is to get people to read the headline. Well, okay, they understand me. Could be 7 things you need to know before choosing a funeral services company, guaranteed to save you time and money. And then they're like, okay, that's kind of interesting, let me read more, and go down the page and then get them to take some form of action. And so we've got that going on in the headline, and we are not capturing any names and emails from the front page here because all these yellow pages ads are sending people straight to the home page. So this is why it should be, you know, imperative that you have all these elements on here. And the navigation is not too bad, but really let's look at the visitor. The vast majority are in research mode, so you really want to make it easy for them. Can I see at a glance that there's an information pack? Is there anything I can download straight away? Is there anywhere I can put my details in for someone to be able to send some information to me? In Resthaven, we've got a big waste of white space up here. This is your ultimate real estate right here, your virtual real estate. Now, this is what people land on when they come to your web page. So you've got big logo here, so that could be small. Thinking about death or dealing with, that's kind of got a headline going on, but missing, it feels like you're missing elements, which is definitely a phone number. Having a phone number up in the top right always helps, because that 3% of people are always ready to buy now, so they just want a number. The photo isn't so good. It's okay. It could be a lot better. I think you want the image to say 1,000 words, and so you want to choose it right. You want it to kind of convey some type of emotions. Gives them a good idea of who you are, and that's why video can be so good on the front page. And when we're talking about attention-grabbing headlines, you got "Welcome to Resthaven Funerals." See, that's really just a brochure-style website. That's about the business. It's not about the person that's visiting the website. And that is one of the big things there. This is your prime real estate. I would generally put this on the right-hand side if I was going to do it at all. It's just how people are. Yeah, it looks a very dated website. It's 2008. I'm not going to say too much about it. There's no headlines going on. Very small font. Size 16 is always a good size font. Want to make it easy to read. And once again, you don't have any mechanism in there to capture people's details. You don't have any information telling me. You've got some costings. An information pack there. To cater for those people that are doing research. And here again, we've got Pepto Funeral College photos. There in your time of need, could do some work. A very small font once again, no good headline, no phone number up in the top right hand corner, very dated website. I'd be surprised. This 2010 it says there, but I don't think the website's been updated itself. At least they have a form, but there's no actual reason why someone should contact you at this point. Put your name and email below for us to send out a free quote or whatever, or have one of our consultants contact you within X amount of minutes to talk about your situation. We understand your needs, anything like that. But you're just hoping, praying for someone to put their information there because you want them to contact you. But there's I'll be surprised if you get many inquiries from that form right there. So, there's a lot of things. No headline, there is a capture form, but it's very weak, and there's no benefits. You want to read benefit, and get them to take a form of action. Right, so what we've got here, we've got a very big name up here that could be smaller. At least I've got a phone number there, so I'll give them a plus for that. The image is pretty good. It looks like a nice, clean venue. I think maybe a room, more emotive, maybe some in the ceremony, people sitting around, caskets, something like that would be better. That's why video, I think in this case, would be really powerful because it can really show people, because it's a special occasion, right? And people really want to know they can put their trust with you. So it allows you to speak to them, allows them to hear you verbally, see you, develop that trust and credibility, which is really important. And that puts you a lot of steps ahead of your competition. We're not too big to care. Okay, that gives us an indication that this is a smaller group and they're going to care. But it'd be better off having a headline there and have that as one of the benefits down there. About us, it should be about what, right here within this real estate. It's not about you, it's about the person that's visiting. What is in it for them? The radio station, we call it, is WIIFM. What's in it for me? And then you always got to think of it from their perspective. And if they're doing research, give them that information. Can I click here for an information pack somewhere? I looked at the video, so good use of video there, and because most people don't use video at all. So as you can see, a lot of these websites are very leaky. They're leaking out, they're not giving information, they're not capturing contact details, they don't have an attention-grabbing headline. So when you're spending money on advertising, once again, yellow pages and all these other forms of advertising, it's like focusing on the cart. You're putting the cart before the horse being the website in this situation, where it doesn't matter how many carts or how good that cart is. If you don't improve the website, your conversion rates are not going to increase. It's only going to get that incremental increase from how much you spend, but you want to dramatically increase the amount of conversions. You want to get your focus off that 3% and focus on the 50% of people that are not ready to buy right now, but they're ready to get some information in that research mode, because 50% of people will never buy from your website. So really, but there's still a core chunk of people that are you're not focusing on. So if you've seen some value in this and you had some questions come up in your mind, I'll be more than happy to do a free strategy session with you. It's valued at $297. And what we do is just find out more about you and your business, and this is what really matters to us is we want to be 12 months from here, because that really determines the type of strategies, tools and tactics that we put together in order to get you to your goal. And we identify areas where we can help you improve. And most importantly, we want to have fun in our business, because this is what we do. That's what everyone does, all day, a good part of their life. So you want to enjoy what you do. So we want to work with good people, and at the same time, we want you to feel like you're absolutely ripping us off and giving us cents on the dollars for the amount of value that we give you. So this is a no obligation strategy session. You can take the information, run for the hills, give it to your website developer. But my word of caution is this: your web developer are the people that design these websites, and they give you a website that just works, ticks the boxes. You think, oh, nice, I've got the these here decorations from there, got a bit of a logo, so they kind of tick those boxes, but a website's only a small part of the picture, because you need the strategy, you need the engine as such to make this work. And the engine is putting these tactics that we've been talking about today, getting the right words on your page, having it in a nice flow, having benefits in there that are emotive and connects with people, and getting them to take a form of action. Because without that, they're just digital business cards sitting there idle, gathering digital dust. You really want to make it work for you and get a lot more bigger return for your advertising spend. So anyway, if you want to contact me, I'm more than happy to have a chat. You can call me on 09236 3346, or just send an email to clint@strategicmarketinggroup.co.nz. And I also have another free gift for you. So if you want to get your hands on a free report called the 7 Secrets to Websites That Sell, just put your email in below this video and hit the button, and you'll get immediate access to that. And it's a really quick read, and it's a great read. You'll find out some really good value on that. So I'm just going to finish this off. Got a little animated video on the end here for your entertainment. Just shows you something we can do. We can use it for engagement purposes, and we also rank videos on YouTube to get you more traffic, because videos are very engaging. And you can do a lot, especially with a business like yours, creating that emotion and letting them you demonstrate what you've got. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.